I'm not crazy for the UFO story that I dropped on YouTube. I've heard mixed reviews, and some people are like, oh, dude, he's just gone nuts like crazy. Otherwise, some of you guys like the story. Some of you said it's connected. Y'all, it's connected. Okay. Y'all ain't paying enough attention if you don't think it is. Because, look, Tom DeLonge had a game plan a long time ago. And some people are currently saying that TTSA is no longer business. It doesn't do what it wanted to do. It fell apart. Nah, not the right story. You see, Tom wasn't used by the government. Tom went to the government to create this. He made his own path into the government. They didn't use him. He's playing a game, and this game is deep. You see, he's so connected that he got connected with people like William McCaslin and people from Skunkworks. And he did this, and we know he did this due to the WikiLeaks files that happened in 2019. Look.
Podesta forwarded this email on to his longtime associate, assistant, and friend, Jennifer Palmieri. He did so with just 3 unbelievably striking and perfect words. Our secret plan.
So that message there was written specifically to John Podesta via Tom DeLonge, and they were talking back and forth about their project. Now, who is connected with TTSA? Well,
Lua Elizondo and Christopher Mellon, who I'm sure you're familiar with, if not their names, then at least their faces, because they were all over the news in late 2017 and have been ever since, talking about UFOs. Not only that, but they got the New York Times and Politico to run pieces talking about a secret UFO program buried deep within the Pentagon. And
oh, imagine that. The same group of people right here are the ones that brought you the Tic Tac UFO video, as well as the Age of Disclosure. No way, is that connected? Look, y'all, come on. Okay, so that's connected. Then on top of that, we have them bringing out the UFO disclosure. Why now? Out of all these years has the government stayed quiet? Well, on top of this, you have Stephen Greer. He's the toothpick inside of this entire story. And if you would know if you went back to my YouTube channel and watched the rest of the story. But let's continue on to make sure that I'm not wild and bonkers about what's going on in the UFO phenomenon. Is there still a plan? Is there game players? Like what?
Lou came to me and wanted me to go to Burleson to get Grush to play ball. Did
David Grush? Why him?
we ever talk about
Oh no,
that?
tell us about that, please. That sounds right up this alley.
Okay, so I think it was before, yes, it was before the last, when he disclosed the fake picture. I don't remember if it was that evening when we had dinner or it was a phone call around that time, but he said, you obviously have a good rapport with Burleson. And I didn't understand what the issue was, but he said, you need to tell him to have a talk with Grush, that Grush needs to put his personal grievances aside right now and be a team player.
Okay, hold on. So what are David Grush's grievances that he has, that he needs to set aside? Well, when he brought that information up to the public, what happened is he ended up getting blackmailed essentially and told that he got his clearances pulled away because he had PTSD. So that's what happened there. But, what's another interesting fact here is David Grush is specifically only on Burleson's team, and Burleson has mentioned that in the past. Let's continue.
Yeah,
Did you have any idea of what Lou meant by put aside his personal stuff and be a team player?
He said that that Grush was obviously angry at what had happened to him, and rightfully so. But that right now it was about he said we're trying to. He gave some war analogy, and basically that that Burleson needed to talk to him and tell him it's not about him right now, but it's about the team and the mission or something.
A war analogy, and it's about the team and the mission. What team and mission? What could possibly be happening? It would have zero implications to do with anything with TTSA, would it? Carry on.
Actually said that.
I don't know.
In the Age of Disclosure
I'll be perfectly
documentary.
honest with you, Joe. I haven't even fucking watched it because I'm just not interested in that element of the UFO subject anymore. I've been burned by these guys. I've had Gary Nolan emailing me like, why aren't you on the team anymore? Why don't you be a team player? It's like,
Gary Nolan? He wouldn't have anything to do with Lou Elizondo and the team, would he? Oh my God, you're not paying attention.
Because you're literally telling me that I can't tell my own fucking truth. You're censoring me and saying that I'm not being a team player just because I have
what were they
questions.
censoring you about? What in particular?
Well, I was...
Or attempting to get you to stop talking about
well,
specifically?
Primarily, there seems to have been a bit of an issue with the way that I've been talking about Lou and his association with ATIP, because I think that ATIP was actually a cutout. It wasn't a real program, and it was a cutout that was actually created for To The Stars Academy. And ORSAP, which was more of a kind of precursor program, wasn't being run by Lou Elizondo. That's the Advanced Weapon Application Space Program. I forgot the actual acronym now. ORSAP. ATIP is meant to be Lou's, and I just think that I have to be careful, but a very prominent journalist in the UFO community literally told me that Lou told him that this was all created for To The Stars Academy as like a way to generate an understandable structure.
Oh shit, that wouldn't be Ross Coulthart, would it? Man, you guys are sleeping. You want to know some more information, you can go to my YouTube channel. We're not done. I still have more videos coming that are going to tie the loose ends together for you. I'm not doing all the work. I would love it if you'd help and kind of have fun with the project, Put your feelers out there. Do a little research. Explore and discover part of the things, too. That's the whole point of my art project that I created, was to allow you to dive in, find mystery, explore, think on a different level, like do your own research. That's why it is the way that it is. It's not me trying to be crazy. It's not me deep diving as deep as it is. It's me giving you an art project that is essentially from my heart, of creation, that is hopefully unlocking a level of knowledge in your head where you're like, man, what if? Could it be? How so? Let's look deeper. Pay attention. Fuck.